Good evening, my cherished settlers. Today, we gather to celebrate a monumental achievement in our journey together. With great pride, I announce the finalization of our second district, a testament to our hard work, unity, and unwavering spirit. The final constructions, such as our manor walls, will stand tall as a symbol of our strength and resilience, safeguarding our community and marking the boundaries of our shared dreams. These walls are not merely stone and timber, they represent the dedication and determination of each and every one of you. Together, we have transformed this land into a thriving settlement, a place where families can flourish, where friendships are forged, and where our collective aspirations can take root. As we stand here today, let us take a moment to reflect on how far we have come and the incredible community we have built. But our journey does not end here. With the completion of Namateen's second district, we are poised to embark on an exciting new chapter, the settlement of our third territory, East Namateen. This is not just an expansion, it is the opportunity to further our vision, to create new homes, and to welcome even more families into our fold. So, let us celebrate this momentous occasion with the completion of our second district and the dawn of our third. Heyo and welcome to another episode of Build and Battle Season 3, where we will build a beautiful medieval city while battling off famine, mutiny, and the bitter cold. In the last episode, we enjoyed some relaxing residential expansion to finish filling in what will eventually be enclosed by the manor walls of central Namateen. I then off-camera upgraded as many burgage plots as possible to level 2, as well as added a few level 3 burgage plots in the background. This has resulted in us obtaining our last 2 development points for that district. So if you happen to miss the last episode, then click on the info card above, or if you're looking for a new Manor Lord series to binge watch, then check out the entire Build and Battle Season 3 playlist located in the description below. Now that we have our last 2 development points, it's time to wrap up Central Namateen by finishing the construction of our imaginary meadery with apiaries and the wax. We will then move on to building our manor walls around the city and settling our third territory of East Namateen. So, are you enjoying Build and Battle Season 3? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what you're most excited to see in the upcoming episodes. If you can't wait to see the season unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. Also, don't miss out on our Build and Battle Season 3 merchandise linked in the description below. Alrighty, I am wicked excited to start today's build, complete our meadery, and discuss the upcoming district of East Namateen. So, kick back, grab your caffeinated beverage of choice, and let's jump right on into it. I want to begin today's episode by finishing off our meadery, and I'm doing this for a few reasons. First, I am itching to finish our modular build as I just love mead, and I'm so excited to fuse all of this together for I don't know, I think we've been doing this for about a month at this point, so I'm really excited to get to see it all come together. Second, once we enclose this area in the manor walls, it will be difficult to almost near impossible to construct additional buildings inside the walls. I don't know if this is a weird early access bug or a permanent feature, but I noticed in Old Namateen I could upgrade the buildings inside the manor walls, but I couldn't construct new ones. So I want to start with our meadery first by selecting these development points. Now, we have to start with beekeeping, which honestly is the main development we need, as this is what will provide Central Namateen 2 beehives. And while we could construct more technically, I don't see the point, as the district will only produce the honey of 2 beehives. Thus, adding a third or fourth would be for decoration, and I really don't think we need that decoration at this time. Now, I am rethinking spending our second development point, as I'm noticing this development line branches off to advanced beekeeping, or this mystery locked development point. Right now, the wax doesn't have much purpose, so I think we will save this development point for now, as I would find it honestly wicked cool if we actually got a meadery and maybe level 5 burgage plots or something required 2 forms of alcohol. You know, the more I think about it, that would be wicked cool to have 2 different types of or at least have 2 different types of alcohol being served at the tavern. Not sure if the devs are heading in that direction or not, but I'm willing to sit on a development point in hopes for it. So let's grab our beekeeping development point and let's construct our hives close by our barley fields and the tavern. This will complete our brewery modular build. Next up is enclosing our space with our manor walls. Last time I did this, it took me 8 hours, but Old Namatine was a larger area. But what I am going to do is enclose this area here with the walls in small segments, or however many segments our resources will allow us. I think something occurred in Old Namatine that capped the district at about 30 lumber, which is why it took me 8 hours for me to build it, as I had to build it slowly and in surprisingly small segments. Normally, I would have just done it over the course of a few episodes, but each time I reloaded the game, I would have to delete the segments that I had constructed, reconstruct them as the game believed the materials were missing and the wall wasn't actually constructed despite the asset appearing in the game. This is a theory, obviously, and I'm sure I'm doing something wrong, but in the meantime, kick back, relax, and enjoy some soothing wall construction. Finally, before we wrap up today's episode, let's settle our last territory and discuss its plans. We are going to settle Goldhof specifically for its rich clay resource and its rich salt mine. This will be the Greater Namateen's mining district and will probably be the smallest of the 3 settlements thus far. Now, let's jump on into the development point screen so we can discuss the points we want to use. Obviously, we're looking at the development tree for Central Namateen, but let's use this as a guide to plan our new district. East Namateen will be a mining colony and thus will trade significantly in salt, charcoal, and clay, especially since it has the rich deposit of salt and clay. Therefore, it absolutely makes sense to me that we get the deep mining development point. Since charcoal burning is the prerequisite, we will also capitalize on this development point to not only keep the hearths of East Namateen warm, but also to generate the district some wealth by trading their surplus with Old and Central Namateen. Other than those 2 specific development points, I do not have many plans in this place yet for East Namateen. The district does not have an iron deposit, so I really don't see the purpose in getting any metalwork development points and would rather see the points, save the points, to use on these branches as they evolve throughout the early access. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Should we purchase other development points, and if yes, which ones? Next, let's talk about the size and level of East Namateen. Since it is the farthest away from Old Namateen, which was our capital and starting center, we will not upgrade any burgage plots to level 3 for aesthetic purposes. This way, the higher level burgage plots are clustered in our first district and sort of taper out as you get further away. Normally, I wouldn't even really actually want a level 2. However, I am attempting to keep up with the King's Tax, even if this mechanic hasn't honestly, well, at least it doesn't feel like it's been fully developed. I'm assuming this, honestly, by the way, because we have some massive debts to the king and obviously no negative reinforcement or repercussions from it. I think I'm still maxed actually, if I think about it, at negative 30k in gold before the game, and I mean, still the game has hardly slapped my hand. Hopefully this will change, but I don't want it to change while we're in debt, so therefore I am going to probably try to catch it up a little bit. However, the ramble aside, we will probably construct our burgage plots along this little creek here so that the traders have less distance to travel between the districts. This will, however, be a bit of a double-edged sword as it means our workers will need to travel further to the mines. But that is where I think overstock shall come in. We also won't focus solely on the mines. I hope to increase our berry production across Greater Namateen, as well as use it as a food source for East Namateen. Just like with Central Namateen, any excess food will be traded amongst the other districts, and ultimately I see East Namateen becoming the main producer of sausage, roof tiles, berries, chicken, eggs, and probably vegetables. Alrighty, I think I spoiled enough on East Namateen for now. Let's come on in and settle this territory, and this time I will be a little bit smarter, and I'm kind of waiting until the end of February, beginning of March to set up camp. Because that was super stupid of me when I settled Central Namateen, pretty much in the middle of winter, kind of the end of fall. Either way, it was dumb. Next episode, we will begin constructing East Namateen, so let me know your thoughts on our tentative plans down in the comments. Or if you're excited to see the first mining district constructions begin, hit that like button. Alrighty everyone, I think that just about wraps up today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on today's build. If you're excited to see the next episode unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. Also, don't forget to check out our Build and Battle Season 3 merchandise linked in the description below. Until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.